Hey everyone, and welcome. So if you've ever spent any time with virtual machines, you already know that templates are an absolute lifesaver for getting things deployed quickly. But what happens when those clones are, well, a little too identical? Today, we're going to dive into that classic VM identity crisis and, more importantly, how to solve it for good.
All right, let's set the scene. You need, say, 5 new web servers, and you need them like yesterday. So you grab your golden template, you click clone 5 times, power them on, and for a second, it feels like a huge win. But then, the phone starts ringing. The help desk is getting hammered with calls. Services are down, nobody can connect, and the network is just acting weird. Yeah, you've just unleashed an attack of the clones on your very own network.
And right here, this is the heart of the problem. Your brand new VMs are exact copies. I'm talking same hostname, same IP address, and for anyone in a Windows world, this is the big one, the exact same security ID, or SID. They're all on the network screaming, "I'm WebSRV," at the same time, which is just chaos. But that duplicate SID, that is a ticking time bomb for your security, creating massive authentication issues within your domain. It's a total network nightmare.
So what's the fix? I mean, you could go in and manually reconfigure every single clone, but that's slow, tedious, and honestly, just asking for mistakes. Luckily, VMware already has a tool built specifically to prevent this identity crisis from ever happening. Let's talk about Guest OS customization specifications. So what is a Guest OS customization spec? Think of it as a reusable blueprint that lives right inside vCenter. It's kind of like a digital birth certificate for every new VM is spin up. It's the thing that guarantees no matter how many you deploy, each one gets its own unique, distinct identity right from its very first boot. Okay, but why does this really matter when you're working at scale? Well, beyond just fixing the obvious network problems, it completely automates all of those mind-numbing setup tasks. We're talking about saving days of manual work, not just a few hours. But the real game changer here is the centralized control. You're not just saving time, you're enforcing consistency. Every single VM is built to your standard every single time. That is a huge win for security and just keeping things stable. And we're not just talking about host names and IPs here. These specifications are incredibly powerful. They give you a really deep set of options to give each and every virtual machine its own unique personality, and it works whether you're running Windows or Linux. This table gives you a pretty good idea of what's possible. For Windows, the absolute killer feature is generating a new SID, which is just critical for a healthy Active Directory environment. You can also automatically join a domain, set passwords, and even plug in licensing info. Over on the Linux side, you get the hostname and network settings, plus, and this is huge, the ability to run custom scripts. That right there opens up a whole world of automation possibilities.
Now, I know this might sound a little complex, but the real beauty of this whole system is just how simple it is. The entire process, from a generic template to a fully unique VM, really just breaks down into 3 simple steps.
Let's walk through it real quick. Step 1, you create the specification in the vSphere client. This is a one-time thing. Step 2, when you go to clone a VM, you just apply that spec you saved from a simple drop-down menu. And step 3, this is where the magic happens. The new VM boots up for the first time, and VMware Tools just takes over and executes the whole plan. It's true set-it-and-forget-it automation.
All right, so what do you actually need to make all this magic happen? You might be thinking there's a long list of requirements, but honestly, this feature is incredibly accessible. There are really only 2 things you need to have ready to go. And here they are. It's that simple. First, VMware Tools has to be installed in your template. This is totally non-negotiable, because it's the agent that does all the heavy lifting inside the new VM. Second, the guest operating system just needs to be a supported version of Windows or Linux. That's it. If you've got those 2 things, you are ready to roll.
You know, ultimately, this brings us to what I think is the most important point. This feature, it isn't just a technical fix for a technical problem, it's really a philosophy. When you automate all the boring, repetitive tasks, you free up your time and your brain power to focus on the projects that actually matter. You know, the ones that drive innovation and really move things forward.
So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. Once you've automated all that manual VM setup and you've reclaimed all those hours, what are you going to build next?